Alright, hello, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make Micarta handles. If you don't know how to make Micarta, I have a link in the description to another video on how to do that. Alright, so once you've made the Micarta, you're going to want to take the wax paper off and cut off the rough edges with an angle grinder or a saw. And then you're going to want to take the knife that you're going to put these handles on and draw an outline of the handle with a sharpie. And then you're going to want to flip it over and draw an outline on the other side. So then you'll have just an outline of the tang on both sides. Alright, next tighten your Micarta into a vise, or as you can see I was doing it in this table, whatever you can use to hold it down. And then I cut out the outlines I drew with an angle grinder. You can use a saw, but I highly recommend an angle grinder because it'll go the quickest. And I didn't cut exactly on the lines I drew, I left a little bit of extra room in case I made a mistake. If you haven't drilled holes in your knife yet, now would be the time to do that. And the next thing I do is I lightly indent my Micarta where the holes are located in my knife. So I don't drill it all the way through because usually that just ends up being really difficult to keep both the holes lined up. So I indent them and then I drill the hole all the way through. And that will get you a lot better lineup for both of your handles. Next thing I do is I take a brass pin and I tap it through both of the holes in the Micarta and then through both sides of the knife. And then I put the other handle on the other side. So what it has now is two unfinished handles on each side. As you can see, I'm just tapping the pins through right now. And then once I have both of the handles on, it'll look like this. And so it's really rough and really ugly looking, but I used the bench grinder to sort of get a little bit better shape on it. I don't do a whole lot on the bench grinder, but it just works a lot quicker. And I don't shape the handle all the way down to the metal quite yet. I get it close, but I leave a little bit of extra room. And then once I've gotten the rough shape, I take the handles off and then I put the brass pins through them. So then the handles are connected, but there's no knife in between. At this point, I grind it more on the bench grinder and get them in an even shape. And this is why you leave a little bit of extra room the first time you're doing it, and because you also don't want to grind the knife down with the bench grinder. And once I'm done with the bench grinder, I go ahead and move to the belt sander and I reconnect both the handles to the knife. The belt sander is probably what I spend the most time on because it works really slow, but it will also give you the nicest look. And once you grind down the Micarta to the knife, it will polish it up rather than leave scrape marks on it. And not only will you be shaping the top and bottom of the handle anymore, but this is where you'll start working on the sides. As you can see right here, I'm starting to grind the side down, and that will take off the top layer of resin, so it won't be that dark look anymore, it will be more of a light blue look. Alright, and before you do the final finishing touches on the belt sander, you're going to want to take compressed air or an air compressor and just blow off all the dust. And this is my finish handle, and I grind the pins down to the right shape too. So now what I do is I take Gorilla Glue or Super Glue and I just put a thin line on the handle. And then the last thing you have to do is just put a vise on the handles so they stay on tight, and wait till the glue is dry and your Micarta handles are done. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed and I hope it helped you out. If you have any comments, make sure to leave those down below, and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.